Why did I decide to follow Jamie? What was I thinking? Can we just give Jamie, Joe, Jess another round of applause? Marla, thank you so much. I promise my speech will be over by the time you finish your current drink in 12 to 15 sips. Hi, everyone. My name is Irene. I'm the founding CEO of Pave HER Way. I am so pleased that we were able to get all of you all out here with us today. What an amazing turnout. Thank you for your support. When Jamie and Joe invited me to join the team as Pave HER Way's founding CEO, the first person I called was my mother. I was thinking a lot in the process of interviewing for this role what my origin story is. And I thought back to this moment. In 1994, I was entering the 3rd grade. For those of you who just did the math, yes, I turned 19 this year. I was entering the 3rd grade, and my mother, my parents immigrated to the United States and came to California, Northern California, in the 80s. And my dad was able to get work right away as a software engineer, but my mother, who had actually worked at a bank in Taiwan, was unable to find work here. So she took on jobs like she was an in-home care provider for children. Actually, a lot of them were siblings of kids I ended up going to school with. She took on odd jobs. And then in 1994, as I was entering the 3rd grade, she decided to become a teacher at a local Chinese school. And Wei led on to Wei. She started out as a teacher, and she was so talented at what she did. She actually won the Northern California Association like top teacher prize just 2 years into her job. And she was brought into a volunteer administrator role. In the 6 years that followed, the living room, our home living room, was never without guests coming in and out because this was a group of mostly women, actually, building the Chinese school and rebuilding the curriculum, not just for that local Chinese school, but for the entire Northern California Association of Chinese Schools. Even, I think, up until maybe five years ago, they were still using the new curriculum. My mother and this incredible team of volunteers had built for the Northern California schools. I share this story because up until, I would say, 1994, I knew my mother was talented, but I didn't get to see my mother live and chase her talent in that way. And getting to watch her through some of the most formative years of my life, see her live her talent, go build something, and not only build something for herself, but change the world in some way for other families, other children, other women, and getting to see that community of women gathering in our living room every week for many years, that's probably why I stand before you today. I came into the work of community building, nonprofit work, service work, because I got to see it with my own eyes, and I saw my mother chase her talent and do good in the world for all of those years. So I'm here because of my mom, and I think Pave HER Way is, for me, and I think for many, there is that origin story. We think about that woman or those women in our lives that inspire us to be here today. I ask us to hold that image in our minds, just as I think of my mom in this moment and in so many moments when I'm at Pave HER Way. And that leads me to just wanting to say this. I think we all know intuitively there's actually a growing body of research that says when women are empowered to lead, the world becomes better. When women are empowered to lead, the world becomes better. In fact, in countries that have more women in political office, they are more equal, the genders are more equal, and more economic prosperity, which impacts everyone. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what Pave HER Way wants to do. Empower women, put their vision forward, and allow them to lead and their voice to lead so that the world can become better truly for all. That's what we really hope for. So I wanted to say that, but I also wanted to say one thing. I've talked a lot about why I'm here, what we're building. I want to talk a little bit about the how. because I can tell you I've had some of the most fun of my life these last 4 months since I joined Pave HER Way because of how we build this organization. You see our board over there. I'm actually going to name everyone by name, so I'm going to embarrass you guys, if that's okay. I'm going to start with Jamie and Joe, our co-founders and board chair and vice chair. Thank you. We got Marla Tellez. Thank you so much. We got Sarah Stegemuller. Sarah. Courtney Morgan Green. Marisol Leon. Lynette Merriman. Araceli Mon. Priscilla Levine. And we got Sean Edrington. We also have in the room Joe Fakarian and Alex Bratman, if they're in the room. I just want to thank you guys for also being so amazing behind the scenes. And of course, as Jamie acknowledged earlier, our builders. Thank you all so much. The way we build this organization, the culture by which we lead this movement forward, that's what I want you all to be thinking about and to consider joining, because in a moment, we're going to introduce you to how to join Pave HER Way, how to get involved. I promise you, you're not just building something great, which we certainly are. You're going to join a culture and a community that is doing it in a beautiful way, the way we treat each other, the way we collaborate. You're going to have so much fun, and your soul will be fulfilled, I promise. Are you ready? Let's try that again. Let's try that. Are you ready? Thank you. And let's go. Engagement Hub. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.